So getting back on DJ Academics, as he is in the I guess he's in the news again for basically calling Ebro out. If you don't know, Ebro is the head of I guess he's like a he has like he's like the is- head of Apple Music as far in some aspect or some form. So this is what he said on his Instagram. He said the global head of Apple Music, Ebro, claims they don't blackball artists. Y'all think they finish show Tory Lanez some love next week or not? Remember at Old Man Ebro, the baby has an album out. Tory drops next week. I'm gonna talk to YB to get his next album date. Make sure you support all those artists. They are top artists in the genre. Stop using Apple Music as a weapon for your personal issues. You the boss of them playlists. Ebro deleted like half his mentioned tweets to me. Apple Music legal on his ass. Any tweets about blackballing that fool deleted. Now y'all wondering if blackballing really exists or is it just a taboo topic that niggas are contracted to not speak about? Tory dropping 9:30. You're the boss of hip hop programming over there. If that nigga ain't the cover of hella playlists or heavily sourced, we know why, sir. Also, I'll tweet you the next YB release. He's a top 5 streaming artist. Let's see that love. The baby just dropped. Sup with that? Okay, I'm gonna be honest and say he's right. He's completely right when he says these artists name, and these are all top streaming artists. The baby, Tory Lanez, like come on, man. It's hard to ignore Tory Lanez and his work, no matter what you think of him at this point. That man has really put a dent in rap, hip hop, R&B music, or just music as a whole, regardless of the situation with whatever he has going on over there with the Megan Thee Stallion stuff. He's really an incredible artist. It's really an incredible specimen as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, it's just like it's just like the whole thing back in the day with pay for play radio, payola and everything like that. There is definitely some type of like thing going on where artists don't get that love. It's just like when Young Boy was not getting the love I feel like I still feel like he's not really getting the love he's supposed to receive from YouTube. Even though he's like almost like without his music, like if you take away Young Boy's music and everything from YouTube, bro, people will still find a way to put that stuff up, bro. Like, and it'll still be streaming at top. Like, it'll still be the most listened to music on YouTube, even if they delete it or whatever. When they were like deleting all his music because they said that he didn't represent what they wanted as far as like what they feel should be represented for for YouTube's music as a whole, or what as far as representation goes, which is stupid as hell because y'all got all these other rappers who talk about X, Y, and Z, which is just as you know j- just as much detriment, but he's the target for whatever reason, which doesn't make any sense. That and then now you start to see that there is some type of like thing going on with like somebody basically talking to YouTube and saying, "Hey, like cut all his stuff off," because and I'm sure that has something to do with his record company because he's trying to get away from Atlantic and everything like that. So I'm sure that has a lot to do with it. So yeah, um, I feel like even if Ebro and or Apple Music doesn't like support these artists, they're still gonna do great. They're still gonna do great regardless. The baby's gonna do great regardless. Tory Lanez is definitely gonna do great regardless. NBA YoungBoy undeniably will do great regardless of support from certain platforms, from certain entities, no matter what. Because it's like their consistency of all three of these artists. I just noticed something. All three of these artists consistently put out music. So they really don't need any of these platforms to support them. Any young boy could literally make his own app if he wanted to. He could make his own app and just drop his music exclusively in that app and nowhere else but that app. These DSPs wouldn't get nothing. All these DSPs wouldn't get nothing. YouTube wouldn't get nothing. All Spotify, they would all get nothing if he made it exclusively a thing where he made his own app and the only way you can listen to his music is through that app. If it's on YouTube, he gets it taken down from YouTube and it's only in that app where you can listen to it. I mean, I'm sure if there is I'm sure somebody's in his ear and telling him, "Hey, bro, you should probably do that." That'd be cool. I ain't gonna lie, that'd be cool to see young boy just say, "Hey, you know what? I don't feel like putting my music or all of my everything I have that belongs to me, that's my life's work. I don't feel like it should be on these DSPs. I'm gonna make my own way to do it. Kind of like sort of like how Tory Lanez did the NFT thing. He released his music as an NFT and he even made it possible for fans to make their own money off of it with the NFT. So it's like if NBA young boy decides to follow that wave, that would be extraordinary. That would be dope as hell. But yeah, man, it's really sad that things like this are the blackballing thing is still a thing in hip hop. The favoritism payola thing is still a thing in hip hop. I'm sure all of this stuff is still a thing in hip hop, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting to me, and hopefully, as time goes on, the medium for independence for artists and artists receiving the proper credit for their work continues to evolve.